Dave Ramsey is a well-known figure who has significantly influenced millions of people through his various media platforms, including his popular radio show, podcast, and YouTube channel. He has helped many individuals who were living a regular life and earning average salaries to become wealthy through his guidance and advice. Dave is known for his distinctive views on money management, such as the idea that debt is dumb and that cash should be king. He holds the belief that a 12% annual return on investments is achievable, which has been his most sought-after piece of advice. As times change, it is important to consider whether Dave Ramsey's advice is still relevant and useful in today's world. In order to make an informed decision, it is essential to take a closer look at his most popular financial advice and assess its suitability for the average person looking to build their wealth. Some of Dave's suggestions may be challenging to accept, so it is recommended to watch until the end before making any conclusions. So here's 9 pieces of advice from Dave Ramsey. Number 1, live like no one else. Embark on a journey of financial self-sufficiency by making fiscally responsible choices today. This mindset shift of living like no one else now, so that later you can live like no one else, requires discipline and determination. Instead of succumbing to instant gratification and spending beyond your means, you prioritize putting your hard-earned money to work for you. By doing so, you're freeing yourself from the shackles of debt and bills, and paving the way for a comfortable and secure financial future. Invest in your future self by being mindful of your spending habits and channeling those savings into investments that will grow over time and provide you with the means to fulfill your aspirations. Number 2, don't borrow money. Avoid borrowing money, as debt is foolish and cash is the ruler in a world where excessive debt is considered common. Dave Ramsey advocates avoiding debt altogether, except for purchasing a home. Even if you have the option to buy a vehicle with a 0% interest rate, it's better to pay in cash, so you fully own the car. Borrowing increases the danger. Dave Ramsey adopted this perspective from his own life experiences. In the 1980s, he made a fortune in real estate and quickly became a millionaire in his 20s, earning $250,000 annually and controlling $4 million in real estate properties. Despite his wealth, he had high levels of debt, which eventually led to his downfall when the bank called in his loans, leaving him with a deadline to repay everything, causing him to lose everything almost instantly. Today, his net worth is over $200 million and he has no debt. Before continuing, if you are finding this content useful, take a moment to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications to stay updated on our latest videos. Number 3, stop using credit cards. Instead of falling into the vicious cycle of credit card debt, it is advisable to shred all your credit cards and swear off using them permanently. This means avoiding using them even if you pay off the balance in full each month, or to earn rewards, cash back, maintain your credit score, or rent a car. Research shows that consumers tend to spend more when they make purchases with credit. When the bill arrives, you are faced with 2 options: either pay it off immediately or make small monthly payments over time. However, this will come at the cost of paying exorbitant interest charges, even though credit cards offer certain benefits. According to Dave Ramsey, it is best to not use credit cards at all. Number 4, pay off your debts. The debt snowball is a debt repayment strategy that Dave Ramsey prefers, even though it is more focused on emotional satisfaction than mathematics. This method requires you to list all of your debts in order from the smallest dollar amount to the largest. You then focus on making extra payments on the smallest debts, such as credit cards, until they are fully paid off, and then work your way up to the larger debts, such as a mortgage. Unlike the debt avalanche method, the debt snowball does not take interest rates into consideration at all. The debt avalanche is another popular debt repayment strategy, which consists of listing your debts in order from the largest interest rate to the smallest. The idea behind this method is that by paying off the debts with the highest interest rates first, you will save money on interest in the long run. However, Dave Ramsey is not concerned with interest rates and instead believes that the debt snowball is a better approach psychologically, as it will lead to a faster reduction in the total number of debts you have. Number 5, don't focus on your credit score. Contrary to the commonly held belief that having a high credit score is crucial, Dave Ramsey suggests otherwise. He argues that a credit score is not a necessity when it comes to buying a car or getting a mortgage. According to him, when purchasing a vehicle, paying cash eliminates the need for a credit score. In the case of obtaining a mortgage, he advises finding a lender that uses manual underwriting instead of relying solely on credit scores. This method of assessing loan applicants takes into consideration their payment history and regular expenses, such as rent, utility bills, insurance payments, and other bills, instead of just looking at their credit score. By doing this, manual underwriting provides a more holistic view of an individual's financial stability, rather than simply relying on a numerical representation of their creditworthiness. In short, Dave Ramsey emphasizes the importance of having a solid payment history and stable expenses, rather than just a high credit score. Number 6. Buy a second-hand car. Dave Ramsey has a strong recommendation for individuals who are looking to purchase a car. He suggests that one should not buy a new car unless they have become a millionaire. If you do decide to buy a car, it should be a small percentage of your net worth and purchased with cash, as this will prevent you from losing money to depreciation. New cars lose value at a much faster rate than used cars, and this can counter any progress that you have made financially. To ensure that you do not overspend on a vehicle, Dave Ramsey suggests that the total value of all the vehicles you own should never be more than half of your annual income. This means that you should avoid buying vehicles that are going to lose value faster than you can earn money and make financial progress. The average millionaire drives a 4-year-old car with 41,000 miles, and 8 out of 10 buy their cars in cash. This means that there is no need to feel the pressure to buy a brand new car before you have established yourself financially. You can still drive a reliable car that meets your needs without breaking the bank or sacrificing your financial progress. So, if you are not a millionaire yet, it may be wise to wait and purchase a used car instead. Number 7. Buy a home. When purchasing a home, it's vital to be mindful of your budget and avoid spending more than you can afford. It's commonly acknowledged that housing is typically the largest expense for most households, so being financially prudent is especially important in this area. Dave Ramsey suggests putting down at least 10 to 20% of the purchase price and opting for a 15-year mortgage rather than a 30-year one to minimize the amount of time needed to pay off the loan. He advises limiting your house payment to 25% of your take-home pay, which includes the principal and interest, taxes, insurance, and homeowner association fees if applicable. The median household income in the United States in 2021 was approximately $71,000 with a 15% tax rate, meaning a take-home pay of roughly $5,000 per month. This would allow for a house payment of no more than $1,250 based on a 20% down payment. Factoring in today's interest rates, average property taxes, and insurance, this translates to a purchase price of around $140,000, which is significantly lower than the average home price of approximately $350,000. It's important to keep in mind that owning a home that is within your budget will help you avoid financial stress and allow you to enjoy your living space without worrying about your finances. Number 8. Invest in mutual funds. Mutual funds are a suggested investment by Dave Ramsey. According to Dave Ramsey, one should consider investing in growth stock mutual funds within their 401k or IRA. He proposes dividing the investment equally among 4 different types of growth stock mutual funds, including growth and income, aggressive growth, and international growth. Dave Ramsey does not advocate for investing in bonds, annuities, CDs, single stocks, or REITs, and suggests sticking to the aforementioned mutual funds. Although ETFs and index funds, which follow the market and come with lower fees, are popular, Dave Ramsey does not recommend them. Critics argue that the higher costs of mutual funds will outweigh any investment returns. On average, a mutual fund has an expense ratio of 0.82%, compared to just 0.09% for index funds, resulting in an annual cost difference of $8,200 versus $900 for a $1 million investment. Number 9. Protect and maintain your investments. When planning for retirement, it is crucial to maintain the value of your investments and not draw too much from it too quickly. The conventional wisdom is to withdraw 4% annually, but Dave Ramsey suggests a higher withdrawal rate based on the performance of your portfolio. For example, if your investments average a 12% return, you may safely withdraw 8% per year. He also believes that if your portfolio earns a 10% return, it is reasonable to withdraw 10% annually. However, it is important to keep in mind that inflation will reduce the value of your portfolio over time, even if the dollar amount remains the same. At a 4% inflation rate, the purchasing power of $1 million will decrease by half every 18 years. Dave Ramsey provides practical financial guidance to many individuals, which has assisted a lot of people in managing their money. Despite that, not all individuals concur with every piece of advice he gives, and some of his concepts may need modification to suit one's personal financial situation. The key is to embrace the elements of his advice that align with your financial goals and objectives, rather than embracing every single one of his suggestions. Thanks for watching and consider subscribing.